I had reached out to the city to do the basement units. Legislation now had come out, which allowed you to do 3 units across Ontario. The problem that I was running up against, and this is a very common problem to this day, is not all cities are on board with this, and they use their zoning bylaws to drag their feet and kind of delay or deny projects. So what was happening to me, and this is the age-old story that everyone trying to do a small infill development runs into, it's parking. I had adequate parking. You could park 5 cars in each driveway if you count the garage, but they won't let you count the first 18 feet of your driveway, right, because that's boulevard. So essentially they wouldn't let me do it. I asked about minor variances. I met with the planner and just wouldn't budge. He's like, we wouldn't support a wider driveway, we wouldn't support a variance here, variance there. So what I ended up having to do is I actually reached out to the mayor and some city councilors, and I had the mayor actually come over to my house. I brought him into the unfinished basements. I said, look at this. These are set up to be additional units. We're right downtown Woodstock. I said there are countless policies at the city, provincial, and county level asking for exactly what I'm proposing here. But I'm like, all because of this one little parking issue, it's being denied. He said, Dan, this isn't right. Let's see what we can do. A bit of time went by and a few emails were sent around the city, but nothing was happening. Just nothing continued to happen. So I saw the city was having a city council meeting about infill and zoning and whatnot. So I actually went to the meeting. I got up in front of city council. I stated my case. I said, here's what's going on. And then the mayor said, yes, I was at his property. I looked at it. What's going on there isn't right. That's not what we're trying to deny here. Later that week, they took my comments, they put it to a vote, and they actually changed the zoning across the city to allow for properties like mine to move forward with additional units. So that's what I had to do to get basement units.
And this is the mind-blowing part for people who aren't in the real estate world. And they hear investors complaining and they're like, oh, you guys are just complaining. Like, the politicians are saying we need more housing, we need more housing, we need more housing. And you got put through the ringer for 3 years?
Yeah, by the time I started to by the time I was finishing the basement units, it was 3 years.
And the only reason you were successful, the multiple reasons you were successful, is first of all, you have the fortitude to stick with it, and you actually happen to have the skill sets generally that you could talk through this. The average investor would have been dying on planning and consulting fees if they could even get somebody to do it, to go through this process, or they get denied, they go to OLT, legal costs. This could have been $100,000 in costs to get approved. And then we talk about rental prices. Ultimately, the tenants have to pay those costs, and that's what it costs you to build those units.